I mean, I was going to talk about post Kirk assassination.
Oh my goodness.
What we're going to do now that Charlie Kirk's no longer around, but
Well, the worrisome thing, of course, is the fact that they're trying to find new ways to pin it on everybody who disagrees with MAGA.
yeah, which is bullshit.
Yeah, it's literally all about finding ways to get rid of the Democratic Party. It's the playbook from the Nazis. How people aren't seeing it is beyond me.
It's funny you mentioned that because an interesting thing happened recently. Do we have any J.K. Rowling fans in the chat?
I don't know.
Is anybody a J.K. Rowling fan? Because if you're a J.K. Rowling fan, I'm about to make you not a J.K. Rowling fan very soon.
There's a way to do that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're going to hate it. If you're a J.K. Rowling fan, it's going to suck for you.
I'm meh.
So, Gwendolyn knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So,
I mean, she hasn't done enough already.
Here we go. So, there is a Jewish person who is asking J.K. Rowling something on Twitter. And her reply is people that use the word fascist are people that condone fascism.
Yes.
And then right behind that,
she quotes Hitler.
She quotes Mein Kampf.
Right. Hitler didn't write that?
J.K. Rowling, J.K. Rowling is now actively quoting Mein Kampf on Twitter to Jewish people. And I don't understand how that's even possible. I really don't understand even the remotest of how you can make that journey and get there. It just does not make sense to me. By the way, I'm doing my live from my living room.
Hi.
Oh, Lauren Tweeten. How nice. I don't think we've ever had you on, Lauren.
Oh, I don't hear you, Lauren.
You're muted, it looks like.
Oh,
did we lose?
I don't know what's going on.
We lose her. I could try to reinvite her. Here, I'll try to reinvite you, Lauren. You have to give like microphone permission or whatever when you join the live.
Yeah, my son was talking to me on the phone when you asked me to show up on the live, and I'm like trying to get rid of him. Bye-bye.
I will try again.
Is it going to work this time?
There you go.
No.
I still can't hear you guys.
Really? I can hear you now.
Oh, we can hear you.
What do I need to do differently? Your photos are stilled, and I cannot hear your voices.
Crap, but we can hear you.
Her internet's unstable.
Oh, maybe it'll take.
What do I need to do?
Give it a second. Maybe it'll settle.
Needs therapy.
No, I'm on here. On here.
We're constantly doing a fundraiser for internet therapy around here.
Yes, we're doing an internet therapy. That's interesting. Why is your volume all the way up?
I cannot hear you guys. What's going on?
Oh gosh. Gosh, that's disappointing. Yeah, can you turn up your volume?
I did. That's helping.
Okay. Good.
I think just carrying my phone around, I had turned the volume.
I hate when I do that.
Yeah, I hate when I do that too. Hi, welcome to Welcome to Wendy the Druid. I don't think we've ever had you on, Lauren.
No, you have not. I have been on Lisa's porch, but I have not been on Wendy the Druid.
Oh, okay. Well, all people who join Wendy the Druid.
Okay, sorry for smoking on screen. I'll stop that. Okay.
Oh no, go ahead.
No.
I was getting ready to go play with some electronic stuff myself.
Yeah. We're you can do whatever.
The world's going to hell, so why not, right?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. So this is your first time on Wendy the Druid, so you get to ask me any question you want. I will answer it. Doesn't matter
Where'd you
what it
go?
is. And then you get to talk for 3 or 4 minutes.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I'm right here.
I'm right here.
Again.
Oh,
Or not.
It must be her internet.
No,
now it could be they're telling me about internet is unstable.
Yeah. Your connection with Substack might be a little wonky.
Yeah,
everything else works just fine. I don't know what this is about.
No, Substack might be being shitty.
I blame Donald Trump.
Look, I'm okay with that. Sure.
Whatever.
I'm tired of him trying to convince people that I wanted Charlie Kirk to get shot, but
yeah, isn't that lovely?
It's
so all our fault.
I'm so tired of this narrative that I want Charlie Kirk to not be breathing. I think it's very problematic.
It is.
I'm going to tell you, Lauren, one thing that would probably help is to go audio only, and I'd be okay with that. And the way you do that is there's a little icon in the top right that turns your camera off. Try that. And then go audio only. I bet you that'll be more.
If she's not on an iPhone,
volume icon,
it won't let her.
Do what?
iPhone.
Are you on an iPhone?
Yes. Are you an iPhone or a Droid person?
Because Bathrobe Guy doesn't have access to the camera thing, and he's really
Droid users don't. That's crazy.
That's what he told us.
IPhone.
Oh, you're on an iPhone.
You should be able to turn off the.
There we go.
Yeah. So
okay,
it's the button below that.
Thing. Does that help?
No, it's the button below that. That's the one that turns your camera around. There's another button below that where you can disable the video. Do that. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Can you hear us now?
There we go. Now
is that better?
Smoke to my heart's content. Okay.
Oh yeah, have a. Right. So this is your first time on Wendy the Druid, so you can literally ask me any question you want, and I will answer it.
Well, how are you doing?
Wow. That's a loaded question. I have my Diet Coke, caffeine-free Diet Coke, so I'm relatively happy, and I just ate probably the worst thing that I could ever have eaten for dinner, and if I tell you what it is, you have to promise not to judge me.
I won't.
Okay. A can of Chef Boyardee ravioli.
Well, fine. If that's what you
overstuffed or the regular.
Yeah.
Because the overstuffed has better sauce, or at least it used to.
It has better sauce. These are things I don't know. These are things that I'm not aware of or conscious of. That's crazy. So, Lauren, can you safely indicate which geographical location you are in?
Yeah, I live in Franklin, Tennessee.
Franklin, Tennessee. I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
So it went crazy again. Wait a minute. Okay.
I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Which I think everybody in the publication is aware.
It's coming in and out. I don't.
Yeah, Craig, we need more New York people. We need more New York people.
No, I can't hear anything.
Okay. Lauren, we'll try again. I'm gonna take Lauren out, and then I'm gonna bring your friend in here, Lisa. I'm bring your friend in here. Hurry your
Mom,
ass.
you look so good. Look at you lounging out like that. Sexy.
What? Look, this is my living room.
That's very, very sexy.
This is not my this is not my like desk area or whatever. But here's why. So my partner, Kira, Aubrey, brought this
Aubrey.
yes, Aubrey brought this coffee table.
Wow.
And so now we have a coffee table down here. And so now I'm like, I want to just come down here and do live sessions now because this is a more comfortable. Yes.
That's a very nice. I like the feel of that room. It feels very feng shui.
Yeah, this room is very it's very casual and it feels good and it's not a desk. So did you hear my comment about J.K. Rowling?
No, I just got on.
Okay, so we're not allowed to like J.K. Rowling anymore. Not that we were supposed
Yeah.
to. So, in responding to a Jewish person on Twitter,
Oh God.
she quoted Mein Kampf in the reply.
Okay.
Like she literally quoted Hitler.
Oh, quoted Hitler. Okay. Oh,
In
okay.
something that Hitler wrote in Mein Kampf. So now J.K. Rowling is a full-on Nazi bitch.
Is she like, is this like a Kanye West thing? Like you just double down on the crazy and hope that someone's like, this is too crazy to believe? Like
I like I here's the thing, like Kanye West, I don't understand how he got like where he is. Where like he said Hitler was a brilliant person or whatever. I don't fucking get that. But yeah,
I don't know.
so
I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, just Rouser, hi Rouser wanted to Rowling is just she's fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, and Mein Kampf isn't that good of a read, is it? I mean, that's what
No.
I've heard. I've never bothered to read it.
Okay.
But I've heard it's not.
So I took 4 years of German collegiately, which meant the third year I had to read the German only translation of the book. And then logically dissect it. And so yeah, the stuff that Hess and Hitler wrote in the book is ugh, it is a turgid read.
Mhm.
It is very turgid to read. You can't just like it's not one of those books where you can sit down and it's a page turner. It's like
Mhm.
it's like you read it for like 15 pages and then you put it the fuck down and you put it the fuck down.
Let's kill yourself.
Laura Ritchie, we're talking about J.K. Rowling quoting Hitler from Mein Kampf to a Jewish person on Twitter, which was not. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I feel like that. You know, if it were me, I mean, I would. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you even say to
I what am I? Hi, I'm Alex Jones cocksucker, and I suck his dick every night.
Yeah, and the frogs are gay.
Yeah, chemicals are making the freaking frogs gay.
That was so funny yesterday.
Yeah, what do you expect from Yeah, I agree. I don't know. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. So the Wall Street Journal is on the cusp of a lawsuit now.
Ooh, cool.
And so here's why. So one, Kash Patel is an idiot. So we all know that Kash. I mean, like, we all suspect Kash
Is
Patel.
there anyone who doesn't know that he's an idiot?
Well, so here's the thing. There is a continuing rising trend in the GOP to have Kash Patel, fired. Yeah. They want to fire Kash Patel. And here's why. He went to a New York restaurant
Mhm.
and he's in the restaurant. And this is one of those places where you have to know a guy to get into the restaurant.
Mhm.
And while he's in the restaurant, he tweeted that
Oh, God.
they had captured the shooter in Utah. And it wasn't the shooter. They had to let him go. And then he wrote the message after speaking with agents on the phone, which was wrong, and you shouldn't do shit like that.
No.
And then, he had to walk it back and say, "No, we don't have the shooter." And then, like, right as he's tweeting, "We don't have the shooter," the shooting suspect was taken into custody because the shooting suspect's dad turned him in.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, I saw where he was trying to claim that, and it's like, dude, the dad told him to turn himself in. You had nothing
Yeah,
to do with it.
because the kid went to his dad and said, "Hey, I did an amazing thing. I shot Charlie Kirk." Which I just want to point out, if you're going to commit an evil act, if you're going to commit a crime, there's 3 rules about committing a crime. Rule number 1, don't fucking tell anybody.
Correct.
Rule number 2, don't tell anybody. Rule
Yeah.
number 3, read rule number 1, dumbass.
Yeah. Didn't he see
Don't.
Fight Club?
Right, yeah. Oh, wait, you're asking me if I've seen Fight Club? Fuck yes, I've seen Fight
No, I'm
Club.
saying this kid, like,
I'm like,
duh, you know.
right, yeah. If you've seen
Yeah,
Fight
of
Club,
course.
you should know.
You should know. Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Mhm. That's right.
So I mean, it's political theater. I mean, it's like watching a Shakespeare tragedy, performed by meth-addled circus clowns. So here's the thing I have the problem with. Here's what I have a problem with is fucking Trump. So Trump goes on Fox News right behind that. And what does the orange shit goblin do? He has the audacity to claim that radicals on the right he doesn't really care about because they're not bad people.
Yeah.
The bad people are the radicals on the right are only radical because they don't want to see crime.
Yes, of course.
And
That's
so
because
then,
crime is their little word for anyone who is more melanin.
right, right-leaning,
Yes,
like far-right
exactly. Great point.
radicals,
Yeah.
they're only violent because they want crime to stop. And then Trump then backs up and says, my problem is the left radicals because they're the ones that want to kill everybody.
Oh yes, yes, we're also
Which is
evil.
true. I would like to kill all of them. I'm not sorry.
No, I mean, don't be so, the implications are that what we're watching, so with Tyler Robinson, whose family was MAGA, his grandparents were MAGA, they are trying to say that he was left leaning. I mean, Twitter is aflame with people that are like, he's a lefty, don't listen to the news, they don't know what the fuck, it's all over Twitter. But the fact of the
Yeah.
matter is, he was raised Republican. He was a registered independent. All signs point to he was MAGA and probably a groiper, which is part of the Nick Fuentes. He was in the Nick Fuentes crew of people. And so, um, the, the let's talk about the Droiper phenomenon. Um, so that's a toxic psychological ecosystem um, that is literally so with a MAGA Nick Fuentes person killing Charlie Kirk, we're watching Ouroboros, the snake's eating its own tail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's we're definitely looking at the snake eating its own goddamn tail. But the shooter wasn't a leftist revolutionary or trans activist. He was a product of the same MAGA hate machine that Kirk helped build and operate. I mean, he has social media posts where he said that quite literally Charlie Kirk was not racist enough and that the race war isn't starting yet. And we need to be more racist to start the race war.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you have to think about it like the people that are so utterly consumed by their own inadequacy and their own rage. I'm venturing to guess, just going to say, as a groiper, that probably Tyler Robinson was also an incel, involuntary celibate.
Yeah.
And that, they've constructed this worldview where everyone is responsible for all of their failures but themselves.
Yep.
And so, groypers specifically target psychologically vulnerable individuals, feed them a steady diet of hatred and conspiracy until the brains are so thoroughly rotted out that they view violence not just as acceptable, but a necessity that has to happen. And so that's the thing that makes people engrave hate meme bullshit onto your bullets before you fire them to kill people. And I mean, we're talking about people that are damaged psychologically.
Right. They're
I
vulnerable.
mean, one of the bullets literally read, if you get hit with this, you're gay. I don't need a bullet to confirm that I am a queer trans woman. I'm already very well aware of that.
Well, it was so funny. Someone had made the point when the sheriff was like mentioning it out loud, like that was the joke right there, like on national television. If you read this, yeah. And I was like, these people are so stupid, like they don't even know like they're the butt of this kid's joke. Like, but
there's a larger problem here, and the larger problem is that the psychological damage that those movements inflict isn't limited to their own members. It's limited to the people who are affected by what the fuck their members do.
Sarah's comment. Wait, so I need to get shot to confirm this for me?
yeah, that's true. Until you get shot, it's not official.
Sarah, I'm just gonna say, if you're saying that now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm gonna tell you, you might be gay. Just gonna say, you might be gay. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but I want to be clear. I'd be a horrible mother if I said, of course, by the same token, people think I'm trans, and I don't know why they think that. But an even more disturbing psychological condition that allows normal people to look at this situation. It's a right wing extremist murdering another right wing extremist, and somehow conclude that, and I know this is going to be hard for people, a trans person is responsible in some way. So when right wingers are killing each other, then that must mean that as a trans woman, I am in some way involved in that crime.
Oh, that's okay. The lesbians are right behind you.
I mean, I hope. I mean,
Yeah, don't leave me out of this. Don't leave me out of this. That's bullshit. But we're discriminating here.
You want me to make you an honorary lesbian?
Yes, like honestly, how much vagina do I have to eat before I'm a target of these people? Like, because I'll do it. You know, God.
I don't know. I
Do you
mean,
need my
address? I mean, as a trans woman, I've eaten a lot of pussies. Do I need to remind you that, like, I was trained to do that by a lesbian who literally told me,
God, dude.
I went out with a bisexual who told me at the age of 58 or whatever that I was better than any girl she'd ever been with or whatever. And I was like, how is that possible? Goddamn Renee.
That's right, Mama.
Yeah. Goddamn Renee. What the hell? So here's the inevitable conclusion of that movement. That movement's built entirely on hatred and exclusion. And so when that entire framework revolves around finding enemies to destroy, eventually, here's the thing, you run out of targets. So the only thing for you to do is to attack other targets that believe the way you do, either because they're too extreme or they're too not extreme enough. You know, and so, like, here's the thing, groypers, like, I went into 4chan to sort of understand where the groyper mentality came from. Here's the thing, groypers think that MAGAs are liberal.
That's wild. That is so wild to me. Like when you had said that in the chat, that Nazi is like a pejorative term for a liberal. I was like, oh
Yes.
my God.
Yes.
Yeah.
So groypers believe that MAGA is too. Good night, Harry. Thank you for coming by. So groypers believe that MAGA is too liberal. MAGA sees establishment Republicans as rhinos, and the whole fucking Ouroboros of hate keeps spinning itself by chewing its own goddamn tail until it disappears into nothingness. And the sad part is, it's not even a tragic aberration. It's a logical endpoint of accelerationist fascist ideology that Fuentes and his whole cult are pushing. You know, here's the thing. Fuentes wants a race war so badly. He wants civil war so badly that he can taste it. And so, you know, that takes us back to Albert Camus's quote, which is, the only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence becomes rebellion itself. Which is true.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's completely true. Nietzsche said the same thing. He who fights with monsters should be careful lest he thereby become a monster himself. Of course, Nietzsche is responsible for that nihilistic bullshit. So we live on a giant rock hurtling in space. Come on.
It's not a correct reading of Nietzsche, though. Like, I mean, it's not like I know German. Or is it more nuanced than that? And we've kind of reduced it.
It's a little more nuanced than that. I mean, here's the thing. Jung's analysis into this kind of paradigm. So Jung says that the unconscious mind plays a decisive role in how we act, how we think, how we feel, and the popular image of these forces is often at odds with scientific reality. So how you perceive things from a popularity perspective versus actual scientific evidence, it becomes quite a bit more that there's a division there. It's quite a bit more problematic. And so, the real issue is that a lot of these kids that get involved in this kind of indoctrination, that's happening because they're right on the cusp of Erickson's gender identity phase, sense of self phase. And if the wrong things happen to you in the sense of self phase, then the overall projecting fact that you go through that and you naturally go in whatever direction you're supposed to go into, if that gets fucked up, then it fucks the whole thing up. And there's no way to course correct. That's sort of like, earlier today, Aubrey and I were having a conversation, and in that conversation, we sort of, okay, like when I was younger in the 80s, bullying was about having power over somebody. You went into the schoolyard, you found the biggest motherfucker in the schoolyard, you beat the shit out of him, and then you walk away because you earn that respect. And so I tell people this is a very funny story. You'll laugh about this. So, when I was younger, I was very small. And then I went through human growth hormone and testosterone injections because I was undersized. And of course, that goes back to my own gender journey because I was one way and they tried to chemically fix me or whatever. And so when I went back into school after going through all of that, I was much larger. And so I never liked seeing little people getting picked on. So what would be effectively my senior year in high school, I was walking in the hallway and I saw two larger guys pushing around a little guy. And I pushed the little guy out of the way and I said, "Why don't you try dancing with a man sometime?" And I beat the fuck out of the both of them. And so, because that's what you did back then. Now, that doesn't work anymore because schools have zero tolerance policies. So one of my kids was telling me, it's like this. Like, if you go to school now and somebody being a bully now is not about power, not about respect. It's about how much damage you can do. Yeah. And so you go to a school now and you pick a fight with somebody. If you get hit, you get punished too. There's zero tolerance. They punish the person that hit you and they punish you. So here's what happens. Now it's so bad that if you get hit, you're already going to get punished. That means you have to do whatever it is. And so literally there are these kids that are like, I just got hit. I'm going to get punished. All right, all bets are off and I'm going to curb stomp this motherfucker. And I might kill him because I'm going to get expelled anyway. Yeah. There's no, yeah, all zero tolerance has created a condition where in certain cases, the level of violence in that case becomes inexorably larger.
Because you're already going to get in trouble.
Because you're already going to suffer the consequences.
My son graduated 8 years ago now.
Right.
And when he missed a block in JV football, the kids on the varsity team had the kid who missed the block and then slam my son into the window and give him a concussion to show him that he should never miss a block. And what do you do with it? If I go to the coach, he looks like a limp. If I don't go to the coach,
Right.
And that was only 10 years ago. What did that happen? So,
I mean, I hate to say this, but I think societally, we need to go back to that earlier time
where you can kick someone's butt if they disagree.
I mean, where or a version of that says two kids can work out whatever without killing each other. Put them in a safe environment where they can resolve the conflict themselves.
Are you sure that it's just the punishment, though? I mean, it seems like our society has gotten increasingly violent every time I turn around. I mean, the movies, the video games, you're so desensitized to it now.
I don't see the violence thing. When I see, and not just because I'm a druid, but when I see people who are hurting, when I see violence, I do not react to it well. And I've seen video games with a visceral amount of violence attached to them. Now, maybe that's because I'm an adult.
Maybe.
And because you understand the whole abstract thing. Thought abstraction does not fully develop in the child mind, young adult mind, until about 25. At about 25, you have the mental faculty to abstractly pull apart layers that you would not have at any other previous time in your life. Now, maybe as a result of that, if you witness enough violence over and over and over and over and over and over again. Now, a comparison to that would be my abuse history, because my abuse history came from my mother. My mother beat me over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So the byproduct of that is the fact that I can't advocate for myself and I won't do it. I think that ill treatment that I receive is ill treatment that I deserve.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I am an unworthy person most of the time, whether I'm worthy or not.
Right.
My default setting is to believe that I am unworthy. Now, that's a byproduct of experiencing that violence over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So maybe child experiencing video games and movies and interactions where people are getting killed over and 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 over again. Maybe it has that effect. But, from an adult perspective, when I see that, it makes me sad. Now, that's not to say that when I play Borderlands 3 with my kids, when the rocket launcher goes on my shoulders, my character's shoulders, and I shoot it into the middle of this open area in the video game and it blows a bunch of shit up, that I don't find that even a slightly bit entertaining. But I'm an adult. I can abstractly approach that and understand that's not reality. Maybe it's different for a child. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But something needs to happen.
I was going to ask if either of you thought it mattered that we don't have the draft anymore. If that somehow impacts, the fact that, I don't know, men aren't, we're not collectively responsible for the violence that we generate in our society, that people have become hard to, glorify what we don't versus when, actually went off to war.
That's a very that's a very interesting question. Do we become responsible for the violence that we encourage, or the violence that we foment? And in that responsibility, does the draft reflect that? I think the answer to that question is no. But Lisa, what do you think?
Um, I pretty much said in a post recently that as soon as you advocate for violence for anything, you've pretty much advocated it for problem solving for everything. And you never make friends at the end of a gun. You know, you can't, you can't, you know, when you conquer a territory, the people either are assimilated, wiped out, or they're slowly plotting to get even and get you back out of their territory. You don't, violence is not an answer. And as soon as you make it an answer, everything is fixable with violence.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question then. And this is an important philosophical question.
Mm-hmm.
And that question is this: when was the last time you think, and I want you to tell me the occurrence, don't think about it, don't explain it, the last time that the U.S. went to war? When was that?
As in a declared war?
No, I'm not going to answer that. Just the last time we went to war.
I don't think we ever stopped.
Okay. So you think the Gulf War was the last time we went to war? We'll say that.
Okay. Though we had all these little minor things we were doing with the CIA and everything, pulling strings in all these other countries. I can't say that we weren't in some sort of war footing even when we were not at war. You know, as Eisenhower said when he left office, beware the military-industrial complex.
Okay. So, Aaron, when do you think is the last time that we actually went to war?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah, I'm actually.
I'm sorry. I mean, technically, I feel like I forget about the Gulf War because I was so little that that's not part of my consciousness.
Oh, wow.
Like, if nothing, they don't count because they don't really, right? Congress did clear it. The last time they've into.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so here we go. The last time that the country went actively to war, World War II. Vietnam was not declared war. The Korean
Right.
conflict was not declared war.
I thought that they declared war for
No,
the Gulf War.
no, World War II. World War II was really the last time we actually. I'll confirm this, but I'm pretty sure this is the case. Um, um, but Vietnam was definitely not.
Right.
Yeah, Vietnam was definitely not.
Authorization for use of military force against the
Right.
Iraq resolution
The
is
last-
enacted.
Yes, the last formal declaration. I can't say that word. Fuck it.
You're going
By
nuclear.
the United States happened on June 5th, 1942, and it was World War II. Every other conflict thereafter was a military operation or a conflict, not declared war. Now, the draft existed for World War II.
Right.
The draft existed for the Korean conflict.
In Vietnam.
And then the draft existed for Vietnam. And then declaration of war. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate it. Is or was basically World War II. Every other time it was just a conflict or an operation. That was it. So, but that leading back to the question, does the draft, the existence of the draft, does that mean we take responsibility for the violence that we encourage? I think we do that already. We have to. You know, I feel like we have to. There's no other way around that. Having bases in foreign countries, and those bases are used to support or encourage or discourage conflict, that's because we have to own that violence. You know, an exemplification of this at a much higher level would be, for instance, shit. Gosh, I don't even know. But regardless, we would have to take responsibility for the violence we commit. Okay, I need to take a break for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And Aaron, you're like frozen.
So you're wandering off, or are you ending?
Yeah, no, I'm. I have to run over to the door. I'll be right back. Keep talking, Lisa.
Oh, I got to talk all by myself. Oh my goodness. I did not sign up for that today. So, are you
Get
playing
like
bathroom guy?
this.
Hi, welcome back. I did not sign up to do this. I was just thinking I should go sneak outside. The lights have come on. That means that my chickens should be behaving at the moment. I did lose a hen, I guess. She just quit coming home. So, but oh, weird. This keeps like flipping around. I keep wondering. I've got like Beats headphones, and I keep wondering now that I do lives all the time, when the bottom people switch, does what ear I would hear them in switch? That'd be so cool if like they were showing on either side of me, and like whenever the swap on the screen, all of a sudden they swap which ear I'm in. I'm like, I've been considering. Yeah, thank you, Joe. She was one of my older hens. In fact, she was one. There's only one left now from before when I have two. I had two chickens left now. There's only one that survived having the barn blow through their chicken house. Made them crazy. Very,
What
very
now?
crazy. I had my farm got hit by a derecho. It was just kind of a straight line tornado, and it blew the barn through the chicken house. It actually demolished the chicken house. There was barn metal in the back and through the front door of the chicken house. Just destroyed it. And it made the chickens that survived it crazy. They were nuts. So I lost one of the last two. I'm not sure what happened to her. She was probably about 7, 8 years old, somewhere around there. My chickens get health benefits and retirement. So
Okay. Well,
they even get. I've had several that retired in the house because they got to the point where all the other chickens started picking on them because they were old. So when I say retirement benefits, if they're alive at 11 years old and they're getting picked on if they stay in the chicken house and they ask to come inside, they move inside with me.
Huh.
The most recent one was Ms. Scarlet. I named her that because she was a black Australorp and she had all of these fluffy feathers around her legs and stuff, and it looked like skirt swirling as she ran.
That's cute.
So I called her
So
Snowflake.
I'm gonna send you his YouTube channel.
Tooth.
He lives here in Atlanta. And I think he still does videos on occasion. But he's called the Cock Whisperer.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And the Cock Whisperer, I'll just send you one of the videos, but the videos are always like, let's talk about some cocks. And then he shows a picture of a random rooster type and says, look at this big black cock. And so, all right, now I'm going to have to go. Now I'm going to have to go and find it and drop
I
it.
had an absolutely gorgeous black cock. He had all of these gold lacing. I knew I had to go there. He had this gold lacing on his sickle feathers. And he was part Americana, so he had these black fluffies right at the bottom of his chin. And he was just so pretty.
Yeah, Jake Nodar is his name. Here you go.
Hello, welcome to the Cock Whisperer. I am the Cock Whisperer. This big black cock is an iron money from Indonesia. Best known for
beautiful.
Black meat. You might be thinking to yourself, that cock's got a big swollen head. Well, it's not swollen, the feathers. The Polish cock is best known for its lack of sensibility and hyperactivity. Follow for more cocks.
They are neat birds, Polish cresteds.
Yes. So I'm going to send you Jake Nodar's YouTube channel, Lisa. You don't hate me.
I won't.
Don't hate me.
I don't understand that. Everyone keeps suggesting I might hate people. It's like I've never been good at that. Too old to start now.
Oh, given the amount of hate that I have received over the last little while from other people, I feel like I have to ask that question because, it's sort of like, well, I don't know. I mean, I've just had people say some pretty heinous and mean shit over the last week and a half, and so
bye.
I feel like I have to preface it with some.
There's my baby.
I can't help it. Oh, puppers.
Bless you, Kira.
It's all her names when she's bad.
Oh, and she's all the way. You heard that, and she's all the way the fuck upstairs.
Oh, really?
Let's see how bad it is.
Your speakers must be awesome then, or your microphone.
Well, I mean, it's my iPad Pro. It should be. I mean,
okay.
Spared no expense. Yeah, I take a look. I agree. It's totally horrible. So that means we get to talk about the migration, which I'm going to bring up here at the end of the hour. So I'm working laboriously to migrate the platform. And it is my intention that the platform will probably be fully migrated in 2 months, if not before. Will we still do lives on Substacks? Yeah, we will. But a major amount of the written publication will be done entirely somewhere else because, the Substack is becoming not an inclusive environment. And the spamming on Substack is getting worse and they're not fixing it. And so this isn't a matter of I'm picking up my toys and I'm leaving the sandbox, but this is more of a matter of I want people to have the content that they want. And the only way to do that and not have to ban accounts constantly every day. I mean, every day I literally have to ban between 30 and 80 accounts from the publication, either because they're spammer accounts, they're MAGA accounts, or they're people that are trying to cause problem accounts. And I'm tired of it. So my question is to all the readers. So I'll ask both of you, if I move, would you continue to read our content?
As long as it's easy to find.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Does a bear shit in the woods? Yeah.
Well, maybe not. You shit wherever they can now, but
I never understood why that's funny. Do the bear shit in the buckwheat?
Woods.
I've never heard that.
I've heard that a whole bunch, and I never understood why it's funny.
Because bears always shit in the woods.
Yeah. Do bears shit in the buckwheat?
Never heard that.
Yeah, right. Okay. See, euphemisms. Euphemisms from when I was a kid. I don't think you could hit a bull in the ass with a shovel.
I'd be afraid too.
Helen would. My grandmother Helen would say that to you if you were incapable of doing something. She would say, "I don't think you can hit a bull in the ass with a shovel." Of course, this is also the same woman who would tell you, "Don't piss on my back and tell me it's raining." And then here's the classic euphemism, and I never understood why this was funny or what even it means. Yeah, right. Yeah, Sarah couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and that's this. If you say something snide, or if you said something snide or aggressive or angry, or even arrogant or sarcastic to my grandmother, she would tell you, "You're talking like a worm with a paper asshole."
I never heard that one.
And I have no idea what the fuck that euphemism even means. You're talking like a worm with a paper asshole. Why is that even a thing? What the fuck does it mean? I'm challenged. Get some reader, explain to me what the fuck that euphemism is supposed to stand for. Because I don't
even heard it.
I don't.
Technically, on both ends of.
I mean, I completely agree. My grandmother was a poet. Clearly. Oh, Joe, it's a bad roll of a cigarette. Okay.
I could understand that one.
Oh, well, I have the best marijuana story ever, by the way. Do you want to hear a funny marijuana story?
Sure.
My grandfather was a brigadier general in the Air Force. Okay. You still with us, Aaron?
Back and forth.
Okay. All right. So my grandfather was a brig gen in the Air Force. He has full-blown cancer. So he, my dad, and my aunt, my dad's sister, and I are all sitting out in the hospice garden. And he says to me, he's like, "Hey, Wendy, do you think, have you ever tried that funny tobacco?" Funny tobacco. And I went, "Oh, you're asking me about weed. Okay." And I told him, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course." And he asked me, he was like, "Could you get me some?" And I'm like, "All right, hang on a second." And I ran out to my car and I got my big gallon bag of weed and my rolling papers and my lighter, and I ran back in and I said, "Here we go." And my dad was like, "Oh shit." Well, here was what was funny. So I was really nervous because my aunt is this super Atlanta socialite. Like, the woman doesn't even drink. That's how, like, prim and proper she is or whatever. And so I was nervous. So I was trying to roll a joint in front of her and I couldn't do it. And my dad got mad and he was like, give me that shit. My dad starts rolling it and she looks at him and he's like, you know what? Don't be so uptight. And so it clips it off. We're passing it around between he and I and my grandfather, and we're getting high as fuck because back then I bought good weed. I bought good weed back then. So we're high as fuck. And then my grandfather looks at me and says, you know, there's something, I really want something. And I went, I know exactly what it is. I'll be right back. And I ran back out to my car and I picked up my care package. And so my care package had 2 boxes of Oreo double stuffed cookies in it. And then I cracked both of those open, and my dad and I and my grandfather, who's dying from stage 4 cancer, wolfed them down crazily. And my aunt is literally looking at us like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you crazy heathens people doing or whatever? And I'm like, God, just let it go. And so that's how I got my 4-star, 3-star general grandfather completely fucking high and high enough to give him the goddamn munchies that caused my aunt, who does not like me, by the way, because I'm trans, to like me even less as a result of that. Now, here's the problem. The cream in Oreo double stuffed cookies binds up the plumbing.
You would think it wouldn't.
Oh, it does.
It's like vegetable shortening and powdered sugar, isn't it?
Yeah. So it binds up the plumbing. So I went 13 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 13 days without any, lower GI action.
Wow.
And I called my doctor, and my doctor said, "Oh, get the bottle of clear liquid magnesium caltrate and take that."
Oh,
and I did not realize that you're supposed to take 2 tablespoons of that. I drank like half of it.
Oh, wow.
I drank half of the bottle of magnesium citrate. And that did not end well for me like the very next day. That was well, I mean yeah, right, Kragers. Colonoscopy juice. Yeah. I'll just say this. I don't think after that, I don't think I did for like 6 or 7 days. And that's literally because there was nothing in there.
Yeah, you can run it all through.
So anyway, a Korean serving brigadier general in the Air Force got high and the munchies one night because I let him smoke a bunch of weed. So there you go. There's your funny weed story.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a really good one.
Yeah, I have a few of those. Anyway. So, but then back to the original question. So, if I move the newsletter platform, and here's what's going to happen. So, thistleandmoss.com, I'll just switch the DNS records, and thistleandmoss.com will go wherever the new place is. And so I'll move everyone's sub. Now, here's the thing. If you're a paid sub, you'll have to reestablish your paid subscription. That's the only thing. Yeah. Yeah, if you're a paid sub, you'll have to renew your paid subscription. But for the monthly people, that'll happen at the end of the. I'm going to try to do the migration so that at the beginning of the month, so like the 1st of October, is when that kicks over. So everyone will just have to renew their subs if they want. I will say though, the monthly sub on the new publication will actually be cheaper than the Substack one. And the yearly subs will also be cheaper. Oh, but get this. On the new platform, you get 4 choices. You get monthly, you get quarterly, you get yearly, and then, just in case anyone wants to do it, I am going to consider offering a lifetime sub. Lifetime subscription. So it'll be one of those 4, and you can do whatever the fuck you want from there. But we'll still have live sessions in Substack space. But all of the written content, so all of the meditations, all of the queer space stories, all of the Christian deconstructions, all of that will go to the new domain. And then I'll just be a regular old non-domain account on Substack until, something else happens. But anyway, Lisa, Aaron, do you have anything?
Not really.
You gonna do your porchy thing here in a few minutes?
Yeah, in a half hour.
Half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to do I just finished swimming shower.
Oh.
So.
I have a question. Are either of you fans of like shitty 80s movies?
Occasionally. Some of them.
Like, did you see Arnold's 80s film, The Running Man?
Yes, I remember that one.
Yes. And so Steve, I have watched.
Steve's all about it.
Steve's all about it. So Steve, go watch the preview for the remake of The Running Man.
They're remaking it?
Yes, and it's fucking hysterical.
Oh wow!
Oh my god, the remake of The Running Man, the trailer for it is so fucking hilarious. And here's the thing: it's not like for the Killian guy, the game show dude is a black guy, not Richard Dawson, because Richard Dawson's dead.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's not the Richard Dawson energy. It's like black guy energy, and it's fucking hilarious. Yes. Craig, there's a remake of The Running Man coming out on November 7th. Steve, it is not Steve Harvey, but that would make it even more funny if it was.
Oh my god.
Almost as funny as if I admitted that I was Alex Jones's real cards.
I wonder if Josh Johnson would do a good job on it.
Well, I think because Steve Harvey is the host of Family Feud.
Right.
And Richard Dawson was the host of the Family Feud when he did the movie The Running Man.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
So that's why it would be fucking hysterical, I think. But anyway. So, Steve, you need to show up one night when we start so we can have you on. So we can have you on. Lisa, Aaron, anything else?
No. We're going to be reading stories tonight.
Ooh, stories tonight. Well, I'll log in then. I always try to log in, even if I'm gaming or whatever.
Okay, well, yeah, we're going to all be reading stories. We did a whatchamacallit, so we're welcoming anyone who wants to volunteer to read theirs.
If I'm not playing anything tonight, I will definitely read a portion of the. I will read the HR portion of tonight's story. Did either of you read the story from today?
No, I had granddaughter.
Okay, the story.
They were just leaving as you got me online, so I haven't had time for anything.
All right, well then go do your shit or whatever. I don't want to hold you up. Well, I'll close up
Okay.
so that you have time to get ready. Aaron, thank you.
Talk to y'all later.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Always. Okay. There's that. Okay. Well, gosh, thank you everybody for coming tonight. We did here in the living room. It was a nice conversation setting piece. So yay. Um so if you're new, subscribe to the publication. Craigers, if you'll drop the publication link, I'd be appreciative. That's okay, Eileen. I'm gonna put it up pretty quickly tonight. So it'll be out there for you to watch if you want to watch it. You missed some interesting conversation. Um, so with that, I will tell all of you, please, if you're in a safe space, get there and stay there. I can't do this without you guys. We can't do this without each other. But I'll be quick tonight. I love you all. Be safe out there. Be good. And we'll talk tomorrow.